Took off from paradise and I landed in the jungle.
Hey guys, so this weekend's the Queen's birthday long weekend, so we basically got Friday to Monday off, and we were at my house on the Thursday night deciding where to go. So we were thinking about going up the Blue Mountains to Swords Dunes, the same sort of areas we usually go. And then Dad, as a joke, goes, "Oh, why don't we go to the Pilliga?" Now the Pilliga's 7 hours and 600 and something kilometres away from my house, and I was like, you know what? I love the Outback. Let's do it. Fast forward 72 hours and 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, and yeah, we're up and we're blasting towards the Pilliga. So the Pilliga is an area in central New South Wales. It's pretty famous for its salt caves, sandstone caves, and hot water bore bars. So we blasted out here. We've got 3 cars. We've got Dad and the kids in the Ranger, Smoke and I in the 150, and then Nick in his Hilux. So it's been a good trip so far. We're at the Pilliga now, just on our way to the Pilliga bore bars. We've spent the night at Schwager's Ball, which is actually a pretty nice little camp spot just in the middle of the Pilliga scrub. We were out here basically Easter last year, and it had a massive amount of drought. There was no water around. Everything was just dead and flat. So now being here just over 12 months later, we had a big rain about 6 months ago, just before that big bushfire season, and it's now so green. It's unbelievable. So it just really goes to show how the Outback can quickly change with a little bit of rain. It's like it's 2 completely different landscapes. It's pretty breathtaking, to be honest. We've been trying to get between Schwager's Ball now and the hot springs, and we've come across an old national parks road that's very rarely used. So we're probably 50 metres into the track. We've already cut a couple of trees down over the track, and it's nearly like those desert oak forests on the Canning Stock Road. It's like it's not a biome terrain you come across often. So quite spectacular, because you've got areas where it's sparse and there's nothing. The next thing you're back with these desert oak trees. So it is really quite a beautiful area, and I love this part of Australia because everyone thinks the desert's flat, it's dead, and there's nothing. The terrain actually chops and changes so quickly, it's unbelievable. 1 minute you're going through a desert oak forest like this, the next is big sand dunes, and no 2 trips are ever the same. So if you come here when it's been dry for a while, everything's once again sparse, there's not a lot of vegetation. But if you come through here 2 months later, and they've had a little bit of rain, it is once again a completely different world. There's plenty of wildflowers, there's all sorts of stuff everywhere. So we've started coming down this national parks trail, which is pretty much not used. There's trees all over the track, there's little things everywhere covering the track to make it look like it hasn't been used before. We've come around a bend and we've found someone's campsite from last night. The fire's still burning and they've left rubbish absolutely everywhere. To be completely honest with you, it's disgusting and it's a shaming. It shouldn't happen. You need to clean up after yourself, and otherwise you're just going to trash these areas for everyone else, and they're going to be locked up by national parks. Not only that, does it have a massive impact on the wildlife in the area. If any of the wildlife eats any of this plastic or tissues or starts trying to munch on a beer bottle, it could do some serious damage. You really need to think about your actions and clean up after yourselves.
Guys, what have you done, Nick?
Everyone was saying it's going to be soft in there. Thought it won't be too bad, and yeah, it didn't last 2 seconds before. Yeah, I turned too hard and she went sinking down to the bottom. And as you can see, I burst into the water part and then stuck in.
Welcome to the Pilliga Salt Caves. Unfortunately, in the 1930s, the caves actually collapsed, and what was left of the blue tint all over the roof of the caves actually was lost. But a bit of a remnant of the cave still does exist, and you can climb through them and explore. The cave's about 30 metres deep, this major one, with the next few being slightly smaller and a bit shallower. So it's still cool to explore. There's carvings in the caves that date back to the 1930s, so feel free to come, check them out, and make sure to have a look if you're in the area. So, welcome to the Salt Caves Fire Tower. As the highest vantage point in the area, it's perfect for spotting forest fires, as the name suggests. So, the view up here is amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous, especially coming close to sunset where we are now. And actually around the ring of the top of the fire tower, it's got all different locations with a 360-degree panoramic photo. So, for example, Narrabri, 66 kilometres that way, bearing of 47 degrees. Sydney, home, 390 kilometres that way, with a bearing of 152 degrees. And then behind us, Mount Bullaway, Barradine, Pilliga Forest Discovery Centre, Galgabone, and the Yarragon Fire Tower, and the Siding Springs Observatory up on the hill. It's quite a beautiful area, and it's really a spot worth checking out if you're in the area. Welcome to the land of the Gillivray people. This is the Sandstone Caves of the Pilliga, formed over thousands of years by erosion from the wind and the rain of the rocks. Quite a spectacular spot to check out, and is another one of those spots that I would definitely add to your list if you're travelling through this area. Quite a fair few caves to explore. It's about a 1.7 kilometre walk or a 60-minute return. There's actually 6 major caves along the trail, with many more little caves pickpocketed through the sides of the hill. So, once you start coming along these caves, if you're feeling a bit adventurous, you can go for a climb and explore. Some of them are actually, like this one, are quite cavernous, quite large. There's a lot of different colours in the sandstones, from deep brown and blacks to this rough sandy colour. It's actually really beautiful.
So we're going along this road on the